Covering Colorado first in Lakewood, there's still a lot of buzz about when Casa Bonita will open to the general public. Right now, doors are open to a select few on a waiting list. Now, in the meantime, CBS News Colorado reporter Spencer Wilson got the chance to chat with those aquatic acrobats that put the Pink Castle on the map.
We are, of course, talking about the famous cliff divers of Casa Bonita. It is a story you'll only see right here on CBS News Colorado.
Bo Gentry's initiation into the elite group known as the Casa Bonita dive team was anything but conventional. He started as an entertainer at the restaurant, but when auditions came for divers, with no prior training, just guts, he went for it.
They were having a hard time finding divers, and I was like, I could swan dive off the rocks.
It's a through line you can draw all the way back to the start of Casa Bonita in Colorado. Divers who are willing to push the envelope.
You know, there wasn't a lot of people working here because they were fearful of it. It wasn't a job for everybody.
Sherry Waymeyer said she was one of the only female divers back in the day, and you had to be quick on your feet as a performer.
When you did the dive show, you had to do 3 dives in 2 minutes. 16 feet, by the time they're done talking about Acapulco and the history of Casa Bonita and everything, then you had to be at 12 feet, do your inward, and then within that 2 minutes, while they're saying at 30 feet from the top of the waterfall, Sherry will be doing this dive, you know?
It's the kind of thing that inspires divers of all ages, even washed-up divers like myself, with a small background in diving, only because my mom's an excellent coach.
When the divers aren't at Casa Bonita, sometimes they train here at Lakewood at the Recreation Center. Not exactly a same kind of vibe, but at least they get some practice in regardless.
Mostly, they're getting practice on the job, making sure their dives are honed to perfection for guests.
It feels amazing, man, seriously, because I remember coming here as a kid and just the facial expressions that you get when you do a certain dive or put someone over your head, it's just, there's nothing like it.
I also keep asking if I can do one of these dives myself, but they keep telling me no.
Things have changed since Matt and Trey of South Park fame have taken over. The pool is bigger, safer, and they're not doing the dives off the top anymore. But it is heated now, and there's the smell.
I said, and that was one of those things that you like remember, like when you're a kid, you have a certain smell. And we're like, yeah, it's a lot cleaner now, you know?
With a promise to hold the same charm you'll remember from years past. For many, it's some of their best memories.
We'd be at the top doing cannonballs and then see who could actually splash the ceiling. You know, like somebody else won that night and they had to buy drinks later, you know? Like.
Others are just making theirs now.
And walking in here, I still get big eyes about it. Such an honor to kind of be able to have this job at this time.
To get to be a part of a legendary group of Colorado athletes, it's enough to make someone jealous.
And after enough whining, they've actually made me a part of the diving team here, but still won't let me dive.
Which is really for the best if you're looking to see incredible dives like this for years to come.
You know, with Matt and Trey bringing everybody here and all the South Park fans, this place is going to go on forever, and I think that's what Bill really imagined.
A Colorado tradition, kept alive by those willing to take the plunge.
Hopefully this story has given you a little better of an understanding of how the divers work here at Casa Bonita. At Casa Bonita, Spencer Wilson, covering Colorado first.
Spencer has some talent. I'm impressed.
Yeah, definitely. Would you do that?
No.
No, not your thing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would you?
Well, I found it interesting. The guy in there was talking about, in the middle of the story, they was talking about how people make you know, the faces that you see people make when you go in. And I'm like, well, they do that with me, but it's because I'm like doing a belly flop or a bad cannonball.
I would love to see that, though.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you go to, you know, you go to the lake plunge every New Year's Day, we do that.
Okay.
Get it on.
Yeah.
Freezing cold temps.
Yeah, that's true.
Which would feel really good right now.